everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Car Chat. Hi, Carlos. How you doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing, Irving?
I'm doing well. Pretty excited about Formula One. It's
Yes.
back.
Yes.
As you can see, I'm wearing all the gear. I know you're wearing your Ford gear, which is great. Looks great, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. It's from my days when I chased the Ford GT through all different tracks.
Oh, beautiful car. I love it.
Yeah.
So what are we going to talk about today? So today we're going to talk about the top three storylines for this year, for 2022 in Formula One.
Okay.
Yeah, there's many stories that we can choose. I know it was probably hard for you to select the top three. It was hard for me. There's many interesting things going on, but we're going to talk about our favorite storylines. So let's start with number three, Carlos. What's your number three favorite storyline this year?
I will start with the visibility issue on the car. The new design of the car has allowed now for much bigger tires in diameter, and the new bigger tires, when you're in the sitting position for a driver, they get a lot less visibility. And I got a feeling that this will come to play in a lot of tracks that are pretty tight. Number one I think of is Monaco, right? Where visibility is key when you're in the pool area trying to go through the corners and avoid them. We've seen cars in the past blow out the corner a little too tight and blow out the right suspension in the front. And Verstappen has done it. Massa has done it before when he was racing. And from many teams, we've seen that problem. And I think this year, we're going to see a little bit more of that throughout different races. Back in Baku, there's some tight spots as well. And even close side-to-side racing, you might see some additional issues with visibility. And we're going to see probably accidents related to, I didn't see very well where he was positioned. The tires are too big. I can't see anymore. And with the new design of the floors and people hitting each other on the side pod, this could be a mega problem this year.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Yeah.
But you have a point. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
We'll see how that develops, particularly like you said in Monaco, which is probably the most challenging of all the tracks. Yeah.
I think so.
That's cool. My number three is Mercedes. And this is rare because I'm never interested in Mercedes. But this year we have George Russell and Lewis. So I want to know what kind of pressure he puts on Lewis, whether he can step up to the plate and be in the top team, and how that will play out. And then, the Lewis sort of, revenge against Verstappen. So I'm pretty interested in how Mercedes, first of all, if their car is going to be ready, what have they done to their car? I think different from the other manufacturers, we know that we never know the full story until the first race, because they always got, cards down their sleeve, and Toto, I mean, he's the expert in strategy. But I'm very interested in the two drivers, how that dynamic will happen, whether one will push the other. And then what happens with the title fight with Verstappen, and whether it's a repeat of last year, or whether Lewis can come back, or whether we have seen the best of him already. So that's my number three story.
That's interesting, because I think there also have been number one team bluffing,
Yes,
sandbagging.
Oh yeah.
Just rewind, go back to last year's first race, heavily under favored to win the race, and they pull it off the head at the end. So never underestimate. Never. I know they got some issues going on, the aero, the balance of the car is not there, but interesting things when you look at some of the new designs for the mirrors, where they're supported by. There's a huge, massive wing standing on the side underneath the mirror just to hold them. Right. Said, really? Is that wing allowed within the regulations? Question mark. And we'll find out more in the next week whether or not somebody's gonna protest. I know Ferrari is not happy about seeing that in the design. I think they're probing the question, hey, is that legal?
Right. As always, there's always questions on what Toto Wolff is doing on his team. So to me, it's going to be an interesting storyline throughout the year. Again, so what's your number two favorite storyline?
I have to say, because of the car design change that came in this year, we see a lot of ground effect usage. So
Right.
the most downforce to be generated by the car is strictly through the ground effects in the underbody of the car, which, by the way, caught a lot of teams by surprise. And we see this new issue, which is really new to the new car design, but this issue has existed before in the past when car design have a lot of ground effects. And I'm referring to purposing. It's
Right.
the very hesitant jumping, bouncing at high speed on the track. And you've seen some of the videos before, some of the clips, and they look very, very nasty. Typically, it's all related to the aero. When the air compresses inside the channels and Venturi effect underneath, compresses and decompresses, especially loads and unloads, and the result, you get a car bumping up and down, up and down.
It's not
And
good.
a lot of the manufacturers at the moment are just trying to deal with the front wing balance, the front wing height, and how can I allow and tune it that way. Other teams, though, may have looked into this a little bit further ahead, and some of the car design looks a little bit better for managing this issue. And the prime example of it right now is potentially McLaren with the changes in their floor. You see them on the side; they seem to be helping out, and you see them in the practice. Not too much to tell about practice time, but they may doing a little bit better than the rest.
No, I think it's a story to watch. I'm sure that F1 has already cameras set to capture some of that purposing if it happens, so
yeah, I expect the first couple races to be affected by these results.
Oh, right, until they're able to figure it out. Yeah, I agree with you. My number 2 is what I call the leveling of the field. Yeah. I think with the new cars and the new design and the new regulations, I could see in the Barcelona and the Bahrain practice runs names that I wasn't expecting to see on top. Yeah. Which tells me that we might see a year where we might see more competition. To me, that's exciting, right? Because I don't want to be seeing Bottas, Verstappen, and Lewis every time in the top 3. Not that Bottas will make it there now, but you know what I mean, right?
Yes.
So I've seen names like Ocon, Gasly, Tsunoda, on top, Carlos Sainz, Magnussen, Ricardo, Vettel, Stroll, who hasn't been, been good for the last couple of years. And that tells me that there's something going on, right? I think everyone stepped up their game.
Yeah.
The car designs are great, all of them. And I think we're going to see a more level field this year. And I think that will make for more interesting races.
I think so. Hopefully this is what we call normalizing. Maybe the cars did this. The new car design allowed to normalize the whole field and allow the cars to be tighter together. Maybe the stronger teams are still somewhere biased towards the top end, but the bottom end probably in the midfield are more mixed up, and we may see maybe more exciting stuff.
I think so.
And if some of the teams were able to take advantage of the new design, avoid some pitfalls, maybe they get an early lead, and that could be a difference in the championship.
Yeah. When was the last time you saw a Haas car on the top? And we saw it in the practice runs this week. It was like, what?
Only when they are the first one to hit the practice time.
Exactly.
Aside from that, timing wise, no, I haven't seen them.
No, me neither. All right. So the number 1 storyline, Carlos, for this year, what's your favorite one?
Honestly, I think it's the comeback of Ferrari. Cavallino, it's coming back. And I think their car may have the form. Look at that. I think they have the form this year to take the fight to the guys in the front. If they can split the races on a 3-way and always unknowing whether it's going to be Ferrari or Red Bull or Mercedes, then we're going to have a very exciting season. And maybe one that Carlos could be the one ended up in the top if they follow through with the car development and strategy. We have seen in the past 2, 3 years, 4 years, their strategy has been in some races something to be questioned, and they have to be flawless because these other 2 guys are going to be right on top, ruthless, going and attacking nonstop. So maybe we see a 3-way fight in the top.
Hey, let me tell our viewers that you and I never discuss our points before the episode. But on this
right.
one, we agree. That's my favorite storyline too.
Okay.
The comeback of Ferrari. It's been too many years without Ferrari on top. I think it's going to be great for the sport. It's the most iconic of all the
Brand.
teams
Yeah.
and brands. I think it's a great comeback story. Like you, I think Carlos Sainz, this is the year of Carlos. The year of Carlos. You like that? Hashtag
I
year
just
of
like
Carlos.
that. Hashtag, got it.
And it might be the year of Carlos. We have something to say at the end. But definitely, I think it's going to be an exciting year to watch Ferrari get into the top 3, top 2. I mean, who knows what could happen. And the car is unbelievable. The design, the livery. I'm so impressed with what I've seen. And I'm going to make a bold prediction that Carlos will be in the top 3 drivers this year. And giving people like Sergio Perez a run for his money. So yes, to me, that's the number one story this year is the return of Ferrari. It's good for the sport. It's good for everyone, particularly Ferrari fans, and I'm one of them. So yep. I can't wait to see that. Yeah. So cool. Some news to share, Carlos. You wanna tell our viewers what we're gonna do in May?
Well, it just so happens that we got some recent good news that we are gonna be able to be present, participate, and be active at the Miami Grand Prix this year, opening season in Miami, first one ever done down there. So we're really looking forward to being there, having some vlogs and some live sessions, and you guys will hear more about it when we're there.
We're gonna do live car shots from there. We're gonna be with some other friends from high school.
Yeah.
Miami is gonna be an event like no other. I think they want to put on a show to demonstrate what Formula One has come to be in the US with the popularity. We didn't know we were going to be able to do this, which is I mean, it's a bucket list thing for us. It's fantastic. We're going to take great pictures, video. We're going to transmit from there. You're going to see all the action in Garage Bots, and I can't wait to make that happen. It's going to be super exciting.
Yep.
And I cannot wait. So watch out for special vlogs very soon on, you know, the road to Miami, and pre, during, and post the event. Yes. Looking forward to that. Hopefully we're gonna be able to cover all the interesting action.
Yeah.
And yeah, super excited. What can I say, Carlos? That's gonna be like dream come true.
Yeah, it's a highlight, definitely. I've been in some F1 before. Especially at Indy, that was exciting. But in Miami, I get a feeling the environment will be a little bit more electric, and it's just the buzz, and the buzz is creating down there is going to be one event to remember.
Right. If we could, we would rent a white Testarossa to just arrive in style, but I think that might be difficult this time. But it would be nice, you know, with our Blazers. Remember in the 80s when you and I?
Oh Lord, don't go there. That's
I'm not gonna put a picture here because that's, you know, that would be bad. No, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay, good. I'm just saying, like, don't go.
No need for that. All right, or maybe I will. Anyway, Carlos,
bloody.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Remember to subscribe. Remember to go to the online store. There's new merch, including some of the new Miami
gear,
Grand Prix gear that you know, it's on the store now. I'm gonna put a picture of that item here.
They look sharp.
And watch out for more coverage on the Miami Grand Prix and many other topics on GarageBot. Thank you, Carlos.
Right. Thank you, Irving. Catch you.
All right, see you around again soon. Take care.
Take care. Bye.